In this battle, we're taking on Orange. At least that's their name on the Discord server, and they're actually a server moderator or some sort of admin. I actually don't know. But apparently we've battled them before. Fortunately, I'm not. I don't remember when that was. Although I mean, a lot of people change their usernames and stuff, so that's that. But this is definitely going to be a good battle. Let's go ahead and get a screenshot of this team. Most likely, he's running adaptability, Lucario, and that's going to be a problem for us. Not gonna lie. So we only really have Mandibuzz that can stop that. Maybe Toxicroak. But yeah, we got to make sure we don't let Venusaur switch into that matchup. Let's start with the Dragapult just because. Oh, he's probably gonna go into the Shuckle actually. Yeah, just realized that. So we're just gonna go ahead and U-turn on this, and we can just bring in the Mandibuzz, or even just Heatran to make sure that we deny him. Gonna set up his rocks. That's alright. So we can just defog that, given the chance. Let's Magma Storm him first, though. Or we could even just set up our own rocks, to be honest. Mimikyu comes in. Not really a good switch in, honestly. Not sure what it's trying to do, but yeah, now he's trapped. We're just gonna get our rocks up first, actually. Take advantage of this. Could have even potentially gone for a Stealth Rock, but alright, I'm sorry, we are back. There's a bit of a audio problem there. Looks like he's able to withdraw, so I guess with Mimikyu's ability, he's not fully disadvantaged like I thought he would be. But it is what it is at this point. It's very likely he's gonna go for a Fighting type attack or a Water type attack. Good Dragapult on this, to be honest. I like that idea. I think I will commit to it. Or I could even just go into Venusaur. Yeah, let's just go into Venusaur here. So I can Giga Drain pretty easily on this. He can bring in Volcarona, but that hopefully is not much of a problem. Okay, Rapid Spin comes out. Yeah, we can go ahead and just get Leechy up, to be honest. Darmanitan. Definitely could do a lot of damage with its, Icicle and fire attacks, but I don't think I need to be too worried necessarily, because we do have the ability. We have an ability which should weaken that damage. He's most likely going to try and U-turn into Volcarona if I had to make a guess. So much I can do to shut that down, though, to be honest. So let's just Sludge Bomb. If he goes for an Icicle Crash, then we just go into Heatran. Yeah, he withdraws. Volcarona comes out. It's a good thing we didn't Giga Drain. Figured something like that would happen. Now he probably tries to set up his Quiver Dance. Huh. I think I just set up Leech Seed and then I go into Heatran after that. Nice. Sludge Bomb, and then we go into Heatran if he tries to stay in setup. Okay, let's go ahead and Synthesis on this. should live, so we should be able to do that safely. I don't know if he's gonna trade Volcarona for that, but probably would want to have to go for a Roost if he has it on this set at least. Oh, he actually withdraws, so that's good. I'm probably just gonna go with the Shuckle here and deny his entry hazards. That's what I'm gonna do. And with the heavy duty boots, we shouldn't be affected too badly by Stout Rock. So I'm definitely glad I actually made that addition. It's probably gonna be a lot more useful for us than Leftovers ever was. Yeah, Sticky Web comes out, but we deny that. He could go into Darmanitan, but there's not really much you can do beyond that. Let's just get a defog off. It's going to be more valuable than a foul play, I'd say, on Darmanitan at least. So, that's that. And I mean, I'm not too worried about what he can pivot out of into true Venusaur or whatever. So, I don't know if this is a Choice Banded variation or a Choice Scarfed. We actually haven't been able to find out based on the damage output. So, in light of that, I might even go in. Well, Gastrodon doesn't have a good matchup here. I'm feeling Keytrin actually. Is that the move? He's probably just gonna U-turn. It's realistically what's gonna happen. Although, like, I can't really take the risk, if y'all know what I'm saying. I don't think he Earthquakes in any world, so we can just go into Heatran here. And it should be pretty safe. Okay, Rock Slide is kind of crazy. I don't think I would have ever anticipated that. He's probably going to switch now. I think I'm just going to Venusaur just to deny him that ability of switching. Or do I not? I don't know. Yeah, let's go to Venusaur. Because if he tries to bring Darmanitan back in later, yes, I figured he's going to go into Quavel. But if he tries to bring in his Darmanitan, then I can always just shut him down pretty easily. So it's going to be very difficult for this guy, as long as I play it right. I think I just Leech Seed here. Yeah, if Lucario comes in, then I'll get some value. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It's funny, I'm starting to really figure this out the more I battle. Just a few days ago, I basically forgot it. Now, I kind of wish that I didn't, what was it that I wish I didn't do? I kind of wish I didn't take out Hidden Proper Fire to an extent, because it would have been really good here. Like, if I could have 5 moves, that would be so nice. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, Leechy gets so much value, too. I can't really be complaining too much. Yeah, realistically, he goes for a Steel attack. Gastrodon could actually even switch in, although I'm not too sure I want to let that take a close combat. I think Mandibuzz makes the most sense here, because he's been seeded. So if you like Swords Dances or something, like, it's gonna only really help me. Lucario is a difficult matchup. I mean, it's an Uber. You don't know if it's gonna be a physical or special attacker. I mean, if it's a special attacker, though, I think Gastrodon can probably win that matchup. And then if it's physical, I think Mandibuzz wins it. So I have a... Okay, so there's a special attacker. Yeah, oh my goodness, man. That's insane damage. I believe I just Roost here, just defensively, to make sure that Mandibuzz can actually stay in to switch in against Lucario. And we will take all the damage we can get on it. But yeah, that's some useful insights. Now we know Gastrodon can actually probably realistically switch in if needed. Could I just hard Venusaur on this? Is my question. I need to be careful about using Synthesis. That's the truth. Depends. Really does depend on what he goes for. I don't believe I outspeed him though, so let's just go into Toxicroak. and hope he goes for Rock Slide again instead of Icicle Crash. If he Icicle Crashes, then I just go into Heatran. Oh, U-turn, okay. Not sure. I mean, he could probably go to Volcarona maybe. I don't know what his vision is here. We'll find out soon. Yeah, this is a very... Yeah, like we haven't really made any progress just yet, but soon we'll probably position one of our Pokemon into a place where it can actually start dealing away some damage. Like we have taken damage in Lucario, so eventually he's not going to be able to switch it in too easily. Mimikyu is definitely questionable. Can't really give a Mana Buzz on this actually, I just realized that. Does Venusaur beat it? Kinda. Heatran kinda beats it too. Skunk Shot, I guess. I'm not sure why that hit. Maybe the substitute only lasts one time with the new whatever it's called. So that probably is what it is. But we will pick up Mimikyu, so that's one KO. And then we can always use Toxicroak as a Sucker Punch, switch in for Darmanitan. And probably still has some offensive power against Shuckle, so we'll have chances to utilize it against that. So I'm not too upset about that damage trade-off right there. I mean, definitely that's really a big weakness of Toxicroak, and it probably won't last on this team. Like really, its main purpose is its Y ability. I think against Uber Pokemon, so definitely can do quite a lot. But beyond that, it's not really that good. Let's see. Let me check if we outspeed Quaquaval real quick before I decide if I'm going to Sucker Punch and just take my damage here. Alright. Yeah, normally I use my MacBook for this. I don't feel like opening a separate tab on my computer when I'm recording. So let's look this up. Quaquaval. Maybe one day I'll integrate a feature where I can actually showcase what I'm looking up. If y'all want that. So the speed is at 85. So technically we could potentially squeeze out a value from that, but I don't think we need to. I think we just Sucker Punch here. He's probably just gonna U-turn anyways. And we'll just take our damage. So yeah, that's some good damage right there. U-turns, yeah. I think that's worth it though. So, I mean, Galarian Darmanitan is probably going to die now if he tries to switch into a foul play. So, I mean, he's no longer switching into Mana Buzz too easily. We did really need to initiate a move at some point, so I'm not very upset about that. We could Venusaur on this, honestly. We could even Dragapult. I want to Dragapult, but I also don't want to burn and white in the Darmanitan if I can help it, so. Huh. Yeah, but Heatran and white's in Quaquaval. Venusaur is not really in white anything. Maybe Dragapult. Who was on white again? Darmanitan. Yeah, I'll do that. It's fine with me. So I can Shadow Ball without any real switching. Could even U-turn, but we'll probably take a KO unless he wants to sacrifice Shuckle or something like that. But he doesn't really have a Pokemon that can just stand up for Chospex, Dragapult, Shadow Ball. And it's not really that strong actually if you think about it. It's coming off 100 base special attack, but I mean when you don't have a resistance, it can actually still do quite a lot of damage when boosted by Choice Scarf and even sometimes Modest Nature. So you know that's that. Okay, good. That's why it's important to have offensive Pokemon though. Oh, that was a horrible play. I hate to say it. He's been playing it good, but you never want to concede that damage on Lucario. Yeah, now he could Bullet Punch, although I'm not sure what he could do. But I think I just play it safe and go into Gastrodon here. Yeah, he doesn't have Mimikyu anymore. He doesn't have... No, he has... Okay, so he still has Pokemon, but... I just wish I had Sucker Punch still now. So that would have been a good way to finish this guy. But unfortunately, we don't have it. He's probably going to Bullet Punch. I don't know. Do I need to concede that? No, I think we have a really oppressive matchup here with Dragapult against the rest of this guy's team. So I don't want to give him a chance to actually lure that down. We'll go into Gastrodon here. I'm not sure what his vision is. I would hope it's Bullet Punch. So I don't know why else you would. Okay, I guess I'm just stupid. I mean, I don't know. Because I was like, why would you never switch Lucario in and then sacrifice it? That's like your best offensive weapon here. It's an uber tier Pokemon. Compared to the rest of his overall. Yeah, so he does have Vacuum Wave, but that doesn't even matter. Yeah, I guess this is where he has made some misplays. I mean, before this, it's been some very smart and calculated. You know, his moves have been pretty good. Like, because it's been an overall balanced battle. But I mean, now we're actually probably gonna break through this guy's team because his Lucario's gone. So is his Mimikyu. So Quaquaval comes in. We could switch out of this into Venusaur. And now Venusaur also just has an offensive or an oppressive matchup against this guy's team. So you really can't stop Sludge Bomb or Giga Drain from coming out without his Steel and other type Pokemon. Yeah, we just Giga Drain on this. We need to make sure he can't get off. He's probably going to go for an Ice Spinner. That's what realistically will happen. Or he switches out into Volcarona. But I mean, Volcarona only has limited time to switch in. So he's going to have to be real careful about how he does that. And he doesn't know if I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb either. So I have mixed it up in this battle. Although right now I'm just trying to, you know, I mean, we don't need to be mixing it up. Like we have a controlling position, and that makes sense. And when you're in a winning position, you normally want to play it safer. Yeah, Shuckle comes in this time. Now the question is, how much am I willing to have to deal with Sticky Web and all of that? He has Galarian Darmanitan, he has Shuckle, he has Quaquaval, he has Volcarona. So I mean, I don't think the Sticky Web is going to really matter anymore. So I could just go ahead and take this guy down to make sure that Venusaur can rain. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I do that. That's the right move. We probably just Start Rock here just to force him into Quaquaval. And, well, we'll force him to have the Rapid Spin. And actually what I'm going to do on that is go into Dragapult. And we call this spin blocking, which was an older term derived in the older generations. Because before, like, default became very prominent, the way to take care of Star Rock was having to Rapid Spin. And you just get Ghost type specifically just to make sure that doesn't happen. And that's what Dragapult is going to do here. We're going to switch in on the Rapid Spin, and then we're going to T-Ball. It's most likely that he's going to Rapid Spin. I don't think he's going to go for no Liquidation or whatever. Honestly, though, I think he would have got more value had he gone for the Sticky Web here. I mean, we do have Clear Body or something like that, I'm pretty sure. No, we have Infiltrator, so it definitely have its effects, but he didn't do that, which is fine. I don't even know if I need to do this. I think I do T-Ball. No, I just shut up. Because Shuckle does switch in relatively easily to T-Ball. Let's just T-Ball. Yeah, he's going to go into Shuckle, isn't he? And we don't want to lose speed on Dragapult, so we're just going to go into Mana Buzz. Or we might actually KO. No, we don't. No, that's not even close. Alright. Yeah, let's just go into Mana Buzz and defog on this. Make sure it doesn't get too out of hand quickly. Heavy Duty Boots, once again, getting some insane value right here. Oh, he goes for the rest. Okay. Let's find out if we actually need to get rid of these Star Rocks. Oh, he's gonna... Okay, never mind. One of U-turns. I feel like he might try going for like what's it called? He might try going for a toxic. Alright, let's find out what he does. Yes, alright, so we played it right. Let's just Magma Storm. We need to get something going. He's probably just gonna go into Quavo again, but at this point, there's a chance he might not, and he might try and play around because he's probably gonna be real scared of Heatran. We're gonna find out soon. I'm glad they changed Mimikyu's ability though. That could have been pretty dangerous had it not been changed. So, I mean, picking up that KO there with Toxicroak was really high value for us. Yeah, Quavo probably comes in, unfortunately. Oh, Darmanitan, so he's making a sacrifice. Unless he misses, but... Alright, so we'll take out Darmanitan. Volcarona can't switch in, really, so he's probably just going to bring in Quavo. And we want to deny that, if we have the ability to. And at this point, I don't think we need Dragapult. Well, we still do want Dragapult, but it's not near as useful as it was before. His Quaquaval is also probably going to be taking a lot of chip damage from these Stop Rocks. I don't know if it has leftovers or not to recover from that, but eventually it's going to concede. Oh, so I guess he has heavy duty boots on that. So it's really just his certified defog Pokemon. Well, what do I do now? We just need to make sure that Venus or that Volcarona doesn't get out of hand. I think we're going to be fine. It's like, you just need to make sure Heatran doesn't die. Take out Venusaur on this. Yeah. Made it really difficult for this guy to set up his entry hazards and keep them up and really do what he wants. Alright. We Leech Seed because it's going to have the best value no matter what matchup he tries to switch into. Whether it be Volcarona, Shuckle, or Quaquaval. Then that way we can regain HP back on Heatran. And really, I think realistically though, what I'm going to do is go into Manabuzz and I don't know if Sticky Web is really that oppressive. So I mean, the Quaquaval has the ability to get speed pretty easily, but Rapid Spin and Aqua Stab. So it's not like that speed matchup is something that he really needs help with the Sticky Web. But we'll see soon. I mean, really, if you have a team like his, just Galarian, Darmanitan, Quaquaval, and Lucario, and Volcarona, I don't believe they really need Sticky Web support as much as something like Mimikyu might. Because, let's be honest, I mean, oh, he actually Rapid Spin. That's very bold of him. Well, I mean, if he tries to bring in Shuckle again, then we just defogs. At this point, that's like kind of the go-to move that there's no consequence of doing. Because like at least before we had the Stop Rocks, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, now he can bring in... He could bring in Volcarona, although I think he's going to actually just let Quavo go down here. Yeah. We'll pick this guy up. Or he might live, but he's going to go down soon. Yeah, no, he doesn't live. Heh. Yeah, and I think we win this now with Venusaur. I mean, even if he sets up Sticky Web, it's not going to matter at all unless, like, he does not manage to pick up a Career Dance boost. But if he doesn't pick up a Career Dance boost, then he's not going to break through Dragapult in one hit. Yeah, here we just Sludge Bomb to make sure that he can't really safely heal. We could even set up Leech Seed if needed to really neutralize Volcarona. But, I mean, this shouldn't be much of a problem for us. Yeah, he does try to set up. Probably doesn't even have Roost, to be honest. So at this point, he's just trying to see if he can live a Sludge Bomb. Maybe, I don't know. But, I mean, this is a game that's already long lost. So now, yeah, we're just going to bring in Heatran. And that like, Heatran, if you're going up against any slower, like, stallier Pokemon, like maybe Chansey or, you know, Toxapex or Shuckle, you can just use Heatran to finish them off. No homo. But yeah, I mean, Magma Storm and Taunt should be enough to finish the job here for us. Oh, he forfeits. All right, so he saves us that time. That's GG right there. Good game.